All right, we're live.
Credits.
Are we?
Live?
Yeah.
Fucking doing it live.
Fucking hate when we're live.
Why? Why do you hate it?
It just means I've actually got to get ready.
You gotta change
Yeah,
your name
you've
to
only
Here's
been
my
here for an
what's sexy.
hour.
I know, I was too busy in a state of denial.
But why?
But why?
I don't know.
But why?
But why?
Why? Because I can't wait for Teddy's amazing intro that he's gonna stumble.
Dude, you are totally, you're totally correct.
You are in for a treat.
a treat.
Yeah, right. It's hot as fuck.
Shame.
Please.
What is this? This week on the RER Report, we're talking about liquor, something that Ashtray actually drinks too much of. With us this week is Oracle. Tonight, Oracle is drinking rum. The last time he drank rum, he ended up during the Smash Mash with Ashtray's mom in a Disney's dumpster. And he had to lube up.
In a
with
Disney's
ketchup
dumpster?
Disney dumpster, even better.
Oh, a Denny's dumpster.
Denny's
Oh.
dumpster.
Yeah, behind
He had
the
to lube
Epcot
up.
Center.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you'd need the whole Epcot Center to have my mom.
Wow.
Wow.
He had to lube up with ketchup packets and bacon grease.
Still itches.
All right, disclaimer. I actually didn't come up with that. Oracle came up with that himself. I stole it from our little chat that we have.
What's funny is I was just gonna say something about that. So good job.
Yeah. Next up is Ashtray. Ashtray is an alcoholic, and he would probably get out of hand during the show because he's a fucking asshole.
I'm not.
then there's Mystic. Mystic is probably drinking White Russians tonight, and I'm a little worried. He took the big in Lebowski too far.
Nope. Captain and
Good old fat Mystic Chad.
Dr. Pepper Zero.
Dr. Pepper Zero. Oh, what do you go?
Is that
That's all we
right?
had.
So,
That is right. And I'm Teddy. According to Mystic, I'm always too drunk or high to do anything. And this is the RER Report.
well, I mean, you
All
just did
right.
the most perfect intro ever.
Oh yeah, flawless.
What was it?
Pacing
flawless?
was impeccable.
Oh my
I
god!
know,
I fucking
that was
hate
a
you,
joke.
jokes. Okay.
All right, so are we doing a shot or what?
Here we go, fellas.
Ashtray's got getting the shakes. Hurry up.
Barely got
Shake.
anybody here. Let's do our shot here.
All right, cheers.
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 Cheers, genitals.
Next, our moment of inhalants because we are degenerates here.
Oh yeah, switch over.
Switch over. Get it going. Here we go.
I took a Delta 8.
That's right. You can't smoke it. Parents' house is good.
Mm.
Eat it.
I haven't tried that yet.
It's more of a body buzz type of
Yeah, it's not bad.
thing.
Did you get them in Marshfield?
No, Black River.
Really? They sell them there, huh?
Mm.
Black River.
Yeah.
Black River Falls, baby.
Right? No one
Wisconsin
cares
death
about it.
trip.
Is that where it was
All right.
from?
So
Where
not,
that book first took place, yeah.
Oh yeah.
mm.
Not the
Well,
Static
tonight
X album.
Talking about liquor.
No.
Came up with this topic within 5 minutes because the topic I really want to talk about, I need more research on. I need more research.
Wait, all right.
What?
S-
Oh,
really
advanced
teed that one up.
trigonometry just didn't.
Well, no, I just came up with this on the fucking fly. I really want to talk about the fucking
Easy jabs at
the
Ashtray.
1776 thing that's going on with people not wanting the shit going on. Anyway, we're not off of liquor. Liquor is defined as any non-brewed alcohol, and a spirit is actually defined as a liquor that's created to have a special flavor. So like rum, gin, brandy, those would all be spirits. Everybody here knows the difference between distilling and brewing.
Yeah.
So
I
is
think
whiskey? Whiskey isn't then, right? Whiskey's
Whiskey-
just a liquor.
Whiskey is just a liquor, right? You are.
Gotcha.
Right. Because it wasn't wasn't designed to have a special flavor. For those who don't know,
that's what they designed that for. Shitty flavor.
The difference between brewing and distilling is brewing is taking malted steeping malt grains in hot water to extract the starch and produce a sweet liquid, which undergoes a fermenting process using yeast. Distillation takes the process a step farther by purifying that liquid, and that's how you get spirits. I was watching this shit the other day. I didn't even know this. Feni comes from India. It's made in a small province, the Goa province in north and south. And it's made from cashew apples. I didn't know how cashews. I never knew how cashews were grown.
Right.
Oh yeah, they're a weird looking thing.
Yeah, but the cashew nut is in this little casing, and it has this just big apple attached to it.
Big fruit around it.
Yeah, big fruit around it. And when it falls to the ground, they pop off the cashew nut, and then with that fruit, they actually make that into a liquor. They turn it into pulp. And make that, and from that liquid they get from their pulp, they make it into a liquor called Feni, which I thought was pretty cool. And that's only, but the Goa province is so small on the far east side. I'm sorry, far west side of India. But I thought it was pretty cool because I didn't know cashews fucking. I mean, the little cashew nut and a big ass fucking apple.
Yeah.
You think they produce more alcohol from the apple than they get from the cashews.
Yeah. Even like, I guess if you want the cashew nut, you have to let it grow to a certain age, or if you want to use the fruit of the apple, you have to take it earlier or some shit like that.
Well, no, actually, no. They get it when it falls down, and they just pop off the cashew nut from the apple, and then just do.
Sure, but then that's why they're distilling it into alcohol, the fruit, because if you want to actually use the fruit to eat, you have to pick it before the cashew.
The cashew, right? I got you. Okay.
So it's like the cashew gets ruined if you pick it to cook with to use the fruit part. But yeah, for getting the cashew out.
So it's just one cashew.
Yep, just one cashew is in this big fucking like. It's like an apple.
You can buy a bag of cashews for like $6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how much are they paying?
They have
people?
little
Like,
ladies
what's the
who crack
labor?
them open and shit.
Right.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
What's the labor cost on something?
Are cashews poisonous if you eat them before they're?
They are.
Ready?
I did see something about that. Yeah, they are. I didn't go too much into that, but they have to be roasted and shit or set out in the sun. They do contain a natural toxin or whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've segued our entire episode about cashews. Huge, interesting, dynamic life. They are delicious.
Right. So Oracle's drinking rum, right? You drinking rum, Oracle?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So rum originated in the West Indies. They have records from Barbados from about 1650. It was called Kill Devil or Rum Bullion, and it was created pretty much by slaves. They think the name rum came from the rum bullion, which is a liquor that comes from boiling cane stalks, which is actually pretty good. I had some in a form of it in Costa Rica. It was actually pretty good. But some rum's also made from molasses. But anyway, the slaves distilled the fucking rum, and distilled the rum bullion.
That's the job I would take if I was a slave. Like, fuck it, yeah, I'll help distill this, make this rum. You know, it's the only thing to take your mind off being a slave.
I should have talked about this after I got done talking about the other stuff. We owe distilling to alchemy. Because alchemy it was a form of science way back then. It pretty much was science way back then. And a majority of these alcohols were first used as medicines. The first alchemic pot still was created by an Arabic alchemist, Abu Musa Jabir ibn Hayyan, in the 8th century. Thank you. In the 8th century. Before that, they had earlier as early as 800 BC. They had crude signs of distilling from Asia, but they used rice and mare's milk, which had to been fucking horrible.
Yeah,
fucking shit. I mean, really, right? Mare's milk.
Fucking horse milk. The worst milk.
Okay, so rum was pretty much created by slaves. When it got pretty much, but it got pretty popular. around the 18th century, demands for sugar, molasses, and rum and slaves. That was the big thing. The 13 colonies had been formed. So what these fuckers were doing, it was where they were so the guys from 13 colonies would go to the West Indies, get the rum. I'm sorry, get the stuff to make the rum, take it back, make their own rum, go to Africa and use it it was used as currency to get more slaves.
So it was like a kind of slave liquor feedback loop.
Exactly.
If I use slaves to make liquor, I could sell the liquor to buy more slaves to make more liquor and sell them for even more slaves. Jesus.
Who will then make more liquor?
Yes, right?
The British West Indies.
We're all drunk. Forget
the British West Indies. About 80% of their exports was fucking rum.
Damn.
In the West Indies.
Jesus, really?
Really, yeah. I mean, yeah, because it was made. Everything came from the sugar, because from sugar stalks you get sugar, you get molasses, or you can get that rum bouillon stuff, and you can make rum. So after
I get that, but like they didn't have anything else, like
they had other things, but
well, also what year was this though?
This is around 18th century.
Yeah, so it's 18th century. It's like we're talking about Brazil, right?
No, we're
talking about British West Indies.
Or British West Indies, okay.
Jamaica.
Oh, well, it's probably just like that was what white people noticed they liked the most at first, because it was still early.
Well, yeah, it was that or rot gut whiskey. Of course they're gonna fucking drink rum.
Right, or soul.
Also, a lot of people back then. A lot of people. I was going to talk about this when we got to the gin, but a lot of people drank liquor and beer because water was really unsafe back then, and drinking the wrong water could kill you. So what the New England started doing was France ended up banning production of rum in their new provinces because the drink of France was brandy. They didn't want any competition in their province for their drink. So they started banning production of rum. So what the New England started doing was coming over and getting the molasses at a cheaper rate than they were getting from the West Indies, from these guys who were making brandy, because they couldn't turn it into rum. And so they were undercutting. They pretty much skipped over the West Indies and they go back home, make the rum, go back over to Africa, get the shit. which cut into the money and shit. So outcry from the British rum industry led to the Molasses Act of 1733.
Good old Molasses Act.
Yeah,
which ended up taxing these guys at an exorbitant rate for for what they were doing. That shit went on, but the reason why I brought that up is because that's the successor to that act was the Sugar Act of 1764, which helped cause the American Revolution.
So a bunch of booze hounds got riled up.
It was the Molasses Act.
Yeah,
right. Let's take this country for ourselves.
George Washington was just like a huge fucking drunk, stumbling his way through the revolution.
That's how he survived the cold when he rode that boat.
I think he was actually just a big drunk.
Who wasn't?
If I remember right, watching something about him, like he wasn't even that good of a general. He had to have that Prussian. It's like a Prussian lieutenant that was like assigned to him. That was like his strategy guy. Like George Washington just kind of fell into shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we won, yay!
Literally, he's like stumbling
I'll be president.
Crashes through the door of the White House.
My teeth.
All right. Well, the next one I looked up was grappa. I remember I looked up grappa because it was one I needed another alcohol to put in here. I've had grappa. The first time I had grappa was at an Italian monastery. I don't know why it's cool for monks to fucking
monastery, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why it's cool for like it was a monastery. We had dinner at this monastery. Supposedly they had a vow of silence and shit. But these motherfuckers like to brew alcohol, so they brew.
I'm not sure if I've ever had.
Seems legit. That's a fair trade-off. Never
mean,
can speak
like,
again.
Right? Is that a trade that you would
All
make?
I had to
Ashtray?
do was get drunk and sweep the floor and just zone out.
Yeah, but
Not
how
talk to
drunk can
anybody?
you? But you
So-
can't be silent drunk. You'd be like, man, this dropper we're doing pretty cool. God damn it, I gotta leave this.
You
this
really
live
think they're
station.
always silent when there's nobody around? You don't think
I
two
mean,
of them
really.
are like, "Hey, man, what's up?" You know what I mean?
What's up? I mean, really, yeah. Or just talking to themselves.
Right? I'd be singing to myself.
Yeah.
Oh, should have lost my place.
Oh no, the whole episode's ruined.
It's
Yeah,
ruined.
that's
We're
just
off
start
track,
over.
ladies and gentlemen. Please hold on to your seats and fasten
Okay,
your
so I
seatbelt.
lost my place. Whatever I'm trying to. Okay, so the legend about grappa is that it was created in the town of Brasina del Grappa or whatever by a Roman soldier who stole distilling equipment from Alexandria, Roman controlled Egypt, and brought it there
Just
and
stuck it under his coat.
I mean,
Scurried
really,
away.
he started. That's the legend of it, yeah. But they say that's kind of that the distilling the distilling equipment to make grappa back then that makes the story not usable. But
So what-
that's the legend.
Did you just say?
Alexandria was like BC, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like I said,
How
I
long ago
lost
was
my
that?
place. That's why I can't. I'm doing that from memory. I'm fucking trying to. Fucking, I don't.
Yeah. That's why you got to
can't
study
remember
like
what it was.
Ashtray.
All
does
right,
before
move
he-
on.
he can win.
Move on.
Thank you.
Well, he stole this distilling equipment, and now I'm on the edge of my seat in this historical thriller.
Well,
Of
that's
drunk
how they got
history.
alcohol into Rome, apparently.
I mean, yeah.
Grappa, anyway.
Well, not
Whatever
into
that is. What is it about?
There was something
Didn't you say a
special about
Roman
the
soldier?
distilling
a
equipment.
Roman soldier. Yes, right. He stole the legend of Grappa. The legend of Grappa is that a Roman soldier stole distilling equipment from Alexandria and brought it to this town, Brasina del Grappa or whatever. That's where it gets its name from.
That's kind of
so
a
the name-
lame
What-
legend.
What is it, though? Like, what kind of liquor?
Oh, Grappa. That's right. Okay, let me get to it. Shit.
Oh, damn, motherfucker, damn.
Grappa is a liquor that is made from pumice, whatever. Pumice is the shit left over from when you stomp grapes or you grind grapes or whatever.
I thought you meant like pumice,
or-
like volcano pumice.
No, not
Yeah,
volcano
that's what
pumice.
I thought. Pumice,
No,
though?
So it's like
Yeah.
wine.
Sorta. It has a higher proof. About 70 to 100 proof. Is what grappa is. It's made. After you get all the juice or whatever out from the shit that from the wine, grapes or whatever you're doing. That's what they use to make the stuff to make grappa. Grappa actually
Grappa is
sorry.
the peasant drink.
Yeah.
After
It's
they
actually used
make
as
the
a
expensive
digestive or
wine.
whatever.
It
They
was
use
like their version of Swish.
they help it as it's used as a digestive. They help it. They drink it after in a little kind of like a dessert wine after dinner to help with the digesting the food.
Ah.
The cool thing about grappa is it's a name. The grappa is protected by the European Union. To be called grappa, the following criteria must be met. It has to be produced in Italy or in the Italian part of Switzerland or in San Marino. It has to be produced from pumice. And fermentation and distillation must occur on the pumice. No added water.
Must.
Wow.
You should put a
Yeah.
picture of what this Gramus looks like.
So,
Oh,
wait,
Promise?
Grappa, I mean.
there's an Italian section of Switzerland?
Yeah. We went to it actually. Yeah, they speak.
Really?
Yeah, it's real weird because the countries dip down. Yeah, it's
So they just speak Italian?
they speak Italian. Yes.
Weird.
It just kind of looks like a whiskey color. It does have
Swish.
They have a funny cup, like a
Yeah.
special
Yeah,
shot glass
right.
for it.
Yeah.
It's almost like a little crystal thing like this, but a totally
Well,
different.
it's the same thing. Yeah, they had it. That's
shape.
what they served. They served this in a little. It was like you ever had port after like a dessert wine
Yeah.
port after. They served that in little bitty glasses. Grappa was the same way when we had it over there. So, yeah. The next one up is gin. This is a horrible.
I fucking hate
liquor.
gin.
Yeah,
Gin is
tastes like
fucking
pine needles
horrible.
to me.
Hey,
Okay. Are you drinking
Gross.
gin? Yeah, eat it,
Get
Jake.
out of here.
yeah, this is State Line Distillery here, proudly made in Madison, Wisconsin,
Okay, well, listen up about some gin.
distributed by a friend of mine.
Get the fuck out of here with that gin.
Okay,
Oh,
in around the
real
16th
men can
century,
drink gin straight.
whatever. Gin is created from juniper, from the juniper plant or whatever. It was named Genever at first with a G. In the 16th century, the Dutch created it as a medicinal alcohol, and juniper was the main ingredient. They would give it to their troops as part of their daily rations. And then in the 17th century, the Dutch fought alongside the English to ward off the attack of Louis the 14th. So the Dutch would drink this shit before they went to battle, and they were considered braver. So the British troops decided to also start drinking that shit before they went to battle, and that term the coin coined the term Dutch courage.
And then Dutch courage. I don't know if I've ever heard that.
I've heard of Dutch love, but
yeah. And during this time, the time of war, the English troops started taking home to England some of the Jennifer with them, and because it was a highly accessible drink, and the only other available drink was beer, because you couldn't drink water. It got in England, and these motherfuckers went buck wild. So in where's it at here?
It caused like a kind of uproar in society, right?
It did because gin was known as, it had nickname Mother's Ruin. God, where was it at? Oh shit! Oh yeah, in around between the 1695 and 1735, thousands of gin shops sprang up in England as because the government allowed unlicensed gin production. But at the same time, they proposed a heavy tax on any non-national alcohols. They really did it because of brandy, because they hated the French. The French and English always hated each other. So if you were trying to bring brandy in or make brandy, they highly taxed it. You can make. So
basically, it's like you don't have to pay for a license to make your own gin here locally.
Right.
But if you want to bring in the good shit from overseas or cross border, well, for Britain it's always overseas. You have to pay a big tax, which is crazy. I mean, wonder why we have a gin problem. Probably all kinds of dirty ass fucking stills,
Bathtub gin.
Yeah.
Prison gin.
People with during that time, about 7,000 fucking gin places sprung up because you could brew it in your home. But people started trying to make it their own, do other things. Some people brewed theirs in the presence of sulfur because they thought it helped do something else. Other people added turpentine for flavors and things like that.
Oh, flavor.
Yeah.
Flavor. Yeah, flavor of death.
Like when Bubbles is making syrups, he's like, "I had a little hemlock for flavor."
By 1733, the average person was drinking 14 gallons of gin per year.
Damn.
What?
14 gallons per year.
That's a lot.
That's more than a gallon a month.
Yes.
Wait. Mm-hmm. And that's average.
That's average, yes.
Wow.
That's average.
There's some motherfuckers out there drinking 60.
Well, it sounds like it was kind of like the only liquor available.
Well, it wasn't the only liquor available. It was highly available, but people could brew this. They could make this shit in their homes.
They could make it. I guess cheap.
Yeah, they could make it in their homes, and people were actually doing it. They were making it in their homes, and if they could, they'd sell it or not. There's a picture. If you go to the second one under gin.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Second one
under gin. What is your internet being dumb?
No, I was just
there's a picture that at the very top there's a picture. It's an image by William Hogarth. It's called Gin Lane.
Wait, yeah, what the fuck's going on there?
I remember this.
Oh, I have to put in that I'm of legal drinking.
It's an illustration, right?
Yeah, it's an illustration. It's a picture he did.
Yeah.
Because it was so widespread.
Are you legal drinking age, Oracle?
Are you?
He's legal.
What's going on here?
Inexperience.
At the very top, that picture there is called Hogwarts. Yeah. It's called Gin Lane. Is it up? Yeah, there it is. It was called, like I said, the nickname for the drink was Mother's Ruin. They say because women spent more. The gin joints allowed men and women. Apparently, they weren't allowed to drink together back then. So men and women were allowed to. People were drinking together. Shit went bad.
They were private little gin joints.
Yeah, and shit went bad. A lot of stuff happened. Kids being born. They said mothers would stay there all night, leave their kids, neglect their kids. There's a British guy who comes in the bar, and he said that there were tales of mothers rolling over getting so drunk that they roll over on their kids. on their babies and stuff
And kill them.
and kill them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these motherfuckers went nuts.
They needed to get some weed.
So the government had to take action. In 1736, the Gin Act taxed retail sales at 20 shillings a gallon, and made selling gin without about $50 annual license strictly illegal.
$50?
Yeah, 50 pounds. But I mean, but 50 pounds back in 1736 is a fucking lot of money.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's 50 pounds of silver. I mean, so it made people, it got people to stop fucking making it in their homes, and shit like that, because if they got caught, they couldn't fucking.
They couldn't. Their operation would be shut down.
But I thought this was pretty cool. Actually, like this. Of course, when you do stuff like that, bootleggers come out, and they these are some colorful names they had for their gin. One was called Lady's Delight, and another was called Cuckold's Comfort.
Cuckold's Comfort.
Wow.
That's awesome. Cuckold's Comfort. That sounds like a fucking trailer park liquor name.
I mean, it's
Right.
funny, but gin is fucking horrible, bro.
No, gin is. The thing is, you have to drink good gin because.
You have to be an alcoholic to like it. And
No.
moving on.
You were wrong. But my point being is that gin, at certain nights where it's like, if Ashtray knows he might be getting frisky, he goes with the gin.
This is not a gin commercial. Okay.
An Ashtray.
Then why are you drinking it now?
Might get frisky later.
With yourself?
By yourself?
Fuck yeah.
Light some candles, treat yourself real nice.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we all drink here. We've all had fun times. So I'm asking fellas to tell a short Ashtray emphasis on short drunk story. We'll let Ashtray go first so I can cut his ass off.
So staying at a friend's aunt and uncle's house.
Great story, Ashtray. Oracle's up next with his.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And, we don't know these people. It was in between our break of a medical study down in Waukegan, Illinois. This is right after high school. And so we went to Six Flags and just got shit-faced drunk. And
Six Flags?
It's down by like where Six Flags Great America is. Waukegan, Illinois. So I wake up in the morning and my friend Jackie, she's like, I just could kill you after last night. I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, you peed on me. What are you talking? What do you mean? She's like, you pissed all over my fucking feet. And I was like, what? Like, no recollection of it. And I was like in denial, where it's just like, no, like, I don't remember any of this. She's like, yeah, I woke up feeling my feet getting warm and wet. And I said, Craig, what are you doing? And you said, I'm going to the bathroom. Like, Craig, you're not in the bathroom. Yeah, I am. And you just kept peeing. And then you started walking. You took your underwear off and you started walking around the house naked. And I had to wake Travis up to go get you to put your underwear on. Then, like, I guess I went into the bathroom and they, like, gave me a towel and I slept on the bathroom floor for a while. Like, I was just so fucking drunk. But this is all, like, and I'm kind of still like, I'm like, this is so ridiculous. It sounds like a fucking, and the thing is, like, while this calamity was happening, my other friend woke up and, like, had to throw up violently downstairs in the other bathroom. And so it's this huge calamity in a house we don't know. And I was just like, that's just too ridiculous to be true. And I got up and I realized my boxers were on backwards and inside out. So I was like, fuck, yeah, I did it.
It probably happened, but I'm still not copping to it.
Yeah, I had no, recollection at all.
Good story. Oracle, you're up next, buddy. I know this is going to be good. Probably killed an animal in the process.
No, I wasn't blacked out for those stories. So one time, actually, when I was pretty young, probably 16, 17 years old, I was at like a bonfire party, got super wasted, and for whatever reason, I was in my underwear. I think I was swimming or something. I don't know. But So I drive this like 87 Caprice Classic, which I was driving at that time, drive it out to the country home of my parents in Wisconsin. And I pulled in, and apparently I fucking passed out because I didn't wake up until the following morning, hanging halfway out of the Caprice Classic next to the wood line with the door open and covered with fucking mosquito bites because they had been chewing on me all fucking night.
No.
Fucking
They're
buffet. Hey, they left the buffet unlocked, guys. They
Just
left
think
the
how
buffet
fucking drunk the mosquitoes were.
Jesus.
There you go.
Fucking party.
There you go.
fucked up.
Mystic, you're up,
I
buddy.
don't know, man. Like, which one? What do you want? You want an animal murder one? You want a fucking?
you
you want a
animal murder,
debauchery? You want to getting arrested?
Just
You want to
dealer's
fight
choice, bro.
downtown Milwaukee? I don't know.
Dealer's choice, bro.
Yeah, getting
All right,
arrested.
let's go with an old one. I was 18. We used to go to this girl's cabin. Her parents owned the cabin, and they would like let us go up there and drink, and they'd come too. But like, dude, I drank a whole like 1.75 liter bottle of vodka.
Oh, you
know, one of those big Fleischmann ones or whatever.
Oh my god!
Plastic wood,
yeah, dude. So I don't really remember, but this is what they tell me. So I went into my van. I had a big baby blue Ford Econoline E100 van. It was a fucking big cargo van, right?
Yeah.
So I passed out and like I slumped forward and my arm like hit the fucking horn. So we're at this Lake Dubay in fucking up north. And just in my fucking van, this horn's just wah.
Oh, and you're
they can't get me. They can't wake me up. So they had to bust a back window and unlock and shit and like get me up. And I woke up the next morning, like my head. I was underneath a toilet. Like my head was next to the toilet, and I look up and there's just this chick who, like, was up there with us, just pissing in the toilet right above me.
Oh, not right above you.
Like I was obviously puking and don't remember it. You know, I don't know why I was there next to the toilet, but it was just a fucking.
It was funny.
I can't believe she just didn't go outside to pop a squat. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to take a piss.
You're all
Some
friendly.
fucking sloppy Mystic, all puke covered in puke.
Very well.
Laying on the horn. Imagine how long it was. It was probably like 15 minutes
Probably
before they decided, all right, there's nothing else we can do.
And it was her dad that did it and shit. He's like, hey, I had to break your window. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's all right.
You're like, oh, well, fuck the way she goes.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, well, I'm going to go with 0 and 2. I was 19 in Orlando, spring break. My buddy took us to a liquor store. Not really had any experience with drinking, so like Mystic, I got the huge 1.75 liter of the best vodka in the world, Pop Off vodka. We commenced to drinking that with.
If it was the best vodka in the world, I doubt it was sold in a 1.75.
I know that's the joke.
Joking, dude.
Sorry, I'm stoned.
Jesus.
It's charcoal shit vodka sold in a fucking $100.
I haven't heard. I didn't recognize the brand.
I mean that whole 1.75 liters. It's Pop Off. I think the whole 1.75 liters was like $12 or something. It was fucking.
Wow.
I was like, this is great. I could buy this. Still have more money left over for other stuff.
It's a bargain, yeah.
So we started drinking that with mixing with pineapple juice. Like Mystic, I blacked out. So this is what they tell me. We end up going to Treasure Island. Okay. We go to Treasure Island, which is it's back in. There was like a bunch of clubs around on this one little island in Florida. We went to this one club. I apparently danced with some hot chick. I was way too drunk and ended up throwing up on her. They had to get me out of there, of course, because I was underage. The whole I'm underage, right? So the whole time we're driving back to the hotel, which is pretty far away, I am puking because we were in Orlando. Our hotel was in Kissimmee, St. Cloud. I am hanging out my head out the car, pretty much the rest of the way to the hotel, puking along the side of his fucking car. So yeah, and then I found out about it the next day when they came back from. They're like, yeah, where were y'all at? Washing the goddamn car. That's where we were. Like, why are you washing the car? You don't remember anything last night? No. And the next time we went to Pleasure Island, I was like, Hey, I remember these lights. Hey, I remember. We come here before.
Yeah, right. Everybody's looking at you like that fucking
motherfucker.
asshole who couldn't hold their liquor. God,
Hey,
I
I was
had
19.
a chick once who threw up like right on the top of my, where the window when the windows are down in the summer, like right in the top, so like some of the
into
puke
your
like went
door.
down into the
Oh no!
into the windows. Yeah, you know how hard that was to fucking clean up. Oh my god,
Gross.
Fucking
Oh,
gross.
dude.
Like little chunks would come up each time you put the window up and down. So it's like you clean it, and then you roll the window down, and then you roll it back
Should've
up, and
just
there's like
taken
more
the
like
door.
fucking puke streaks.
Should have taken the door skin off and hosed it down. That's what I would.
That's pretty amazing. That should be like the go-to place to puke. Just fucking use it like a bar.
It was one of those. I was just glad. It was a situation where she was coming back with me to my hotel room, and I'm just glad she at least could tell me where her actual place was, because I'm like, girl, you need to go home. Like,
oh, there he is.
Did we lose Teddy?
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say I had to reply to fucking Ashtray's fucking story about pissing on a girl's feet. I had a guy piss in the trash can. We were playing Halo, drinking, and he fucking got up and he was like going to the bathroom, but he walked past my bathroom because we were in my room on the couch and shit. And he walked past my bathroom in there, and then walked past the bathroom in the hallway. And I'm like, where'd he go? And he's like, why are you in the bathroom? I'm like, dude, you're pissing in my trash can. It's like, he starts looking around. He's like, why is it fuzzy in here? And by this time, like all of us in there with our headphones, like, the fuck, Will? He's like, well, why is it fuzzy? What do you mean fuzzy in here?
Yeah, because your reality's fucked right now.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's alcohol. Let's do it.
What happened to Teddy's video feed?
Is it not there?
No.
Yeah,
I just thought of an idea. I just thought of a story, and I haven't thought of this entire sequence in a very long time. It took place in 9th grade, and I'll remember it to the day I die. This kid who was just a big retard, like redneck. I lived way up in the country, like Owen Withy. You know where that is, Oracle?
Yeah.
Like near Abbotsford. You know where that is. So anyway. So we're in biology class, right? And the biology teacher is just a fucking dumbass. Like he can't control his class. So this kid's like, I gotta go piss. And the teacher wouldn't let him leave and shit, right? So like he just started pissing in this garbage can. Like right in class, right? And the teacher's like trying to like grab him, and he's like fucking pissing all over the place. And then finally, like the teacher just leaves him alone. He quits pissing, and then he just starts fucking lighting Bunsen burners on fire. Like he fucking would turn them on and just light them and shit, and like the teacher would turn it off. Like he's just fucking with this teacher, dude. And it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, but when you really think back on it, like we were probably in danger. Like this dude's just lighting fucking gas on fire. Shit.
Well, yeah, like not knowing what he's fucking doing in the science fucking classroom.
Like,
just turning on those little valves.
Just starts pissing in the fucking.
What happened to that kid after that?
I have no idea. His name was Travis Halverson. I'll remember his fucking name forever.
Travis Halverson. Remember his name.
Travis, who gives a fuck? And next up, we're going What's Sexy.
Travis, who gives a fuck?
Damn,
next up, What's Sexy. I am mean. Up first is Oracle with the Xbox Series S and X headphones.
Yeah.
I'm going to look them up.
So I got the Xbox Series X /S headphones, which were sold out like all fucking video game hardware right away, but I was able to pick it up finally. So it's a wireless headset. It's not noise canceling, but it does cut down on the noise. The thing that I really like about it is it only costs $100 for a really good pair of head. Yeah. And B, it can connect to 2 devices simultaneously. So I'm connected to my phone and my PC. I can talk on the phone and listen to music on the PC, or you could be on your Xbox and using your phone audio, like if you wanted to.
So it's putting both audios through?
Yeah. And then you've got like a little...
That's impressive.
Yeah, like a mixer thing, like built into the hardware of it. They're really nice. $100.
Okay, Have you used them while playing a game and chatting?
Yeah.
Can you separate? Can you separate the game and chat audio separately when you mess with the volume, or is it all on one dial or one button?
Well, I'm not really sure because I'm playing on PC and I have a feeling that this mix thing doesn't work as it would on the Xbox.
Even though they are Xbox headphones.
Yeah, well, I'm playing on the PC. I don't have my Xbox.
See, a big problem I have. A reason why I use the reason why I use mainly is Turtle Beaches is because it has a volume for the game, it has a volume for the chat volume, so you can do those independently of each other. Yeah, two separate volumes. So you can do those independently of each other, so you can change those. But most headphones only have one, and you have to choose you have to choose a grade.
You have two physical dials.
Well, this has two physical dials too. So one is volume and one is the mixer.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. But the Turtle Beaches have three. They have a main volume, also, and then they have one for the. So that's what I'm talking
about. These have channels, four.
Game and
it's up on the top.
Oh shit! Yeah, like what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing here?
Oh, Jesus,
you guys arguing about headsets?
No, right? I mean, really. I'm gonna pay only $100. I'm gonna order a pair.
It's got two dials. They're really nice.
Headphones. I don't even know what the fuck they're called, man. Let's move on.
Mystic's up next. Apparently, he wants to fucking talk. The Last Drive In with Joe Bob Briggs.
All right, so Ashtray knows what I'm talking about. This is on the show or the TV station. I guess it's a TV station.
Yeah, digital channel.
Digital channel. There you go. It's like basically all horror. This Shudder is, but anyway, there's a show on there, and he had what was this show on back in the day in the 90s? TNT.
Monster Vision on TNT, was it?
Okay, yeah, I think it was TNT. Yeah, but he also had The Last Drive-In too on TNT back in the day.
Oh, was it called Last Drive-In? Because I know it was Monster.
No, he had Monster Vision and The Last Drive-In. There were two different.
Okay.
I think Monster Vision was a lot longer. Anyway, but this is like a revival of it. It's basically just this old, like Louisiana hillbilly, or like
he's
redneck
Texan.
fucking Texan.
Actually,
okay.
Yeah, he's always got that. Like he's drinking Lone Star beer all the time.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. So he's just a fucking old dude who just rants about shit and gets pissed off and it's basically get off my lawn type of shit, but it's funny. But the knowledge that this
reminds
me
of the guy from Married with Children. What was the?
Hank? Al Bundy.
Or Al Bundy. Al. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like an Al Bundy from Texas.
Yeah. So he basically just watches shitty horror movies. Well, not all of them are shitty. Like Hellraiser was. There's just
and
horror
you
movies,
some cool
classic
stuff.
Ones. Yeah, just little tidbits. He has interviews with the people who were in them and shit. It's fun. If you like horror, it's definitely something to check out. If not, it's probably not for you.
Word. I hate horror. It's not for me.
Nope, definitely not for you.
You have to be so discriminatory.
Because I hate white people.
Don't discriminate against my genre.
Which brings me to my what's sexy.
Daddy's what's
not
sexy.
Not lately,
people?
bro. No, my what's sexy is the Juneteenth holiday. It being observed as
Federal
a national holiday. Yeah, national holiday. So we got two. We got MLK Day, and now we got Juneteenth. If anybody doesn't know, the Juneteenth was the celebration for when the last slaves were set free. In 1866, started off in Galveston, Texas.
But now it's an infringement on my fucking 4th of July. Like what's going on now? Would you taking my 4th of July away, Ted?
Yeah, right.
No, it's like a Black 4th of July.
No, it's just an extra holiday.
4th of July.
Yeah, it's true. It is like a Black 4th of July.
It's like a Black 4th of July, but ours gets to come first. and Biden only did it to piss off Trump people. That's the only reason he did it. There's no fucking way no darkness get it.
It's the right thing to do.
Well, yeah. It is the right thing to do.
Also,
but pissing off Trumpies was another way to go.
We need another holiday.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck it.
Up next
Although I know I'm not going to get off because I don't get off work on Martin Luther King Day. As I shouldn't. My poor white bird and soul.
Anyway, actually, really, what the fuck? What the fuck, bro? Ashtray, you're next with Mindhunter. Talk.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I did say that.
Fuck. All right, I was laughing.
What's going on?
I'm stoned.
I feel like I'm on
These two
Space
fuckers are
Ghost
drunk
or
as
something.
shit. What's just going on? These two guys are
Yeah,
drunk
right.
as fuck right now.
Love that show.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, so Mindhunter on Netflix. I don't know who it was who told me that I should watch this show, but I finally took a stab at it, and Oracle's probably not playing the link.
I'm fucking playing it, you fucking dickhead. Jesus.
But it's
Tap, motherfucker.
it's a great. There's only 2 seasons so far.
Pitter patter.
But it's about the
Let's get at her.
the first. So it's kind of like a period piece in the late 70s, where the FBI is
it's the origins of the FBI special unit.
Behavioral, like criminal behavioral unit.
Holy shit, Ashtray.
The whole profiling, yes. Sorry. Anyways, it's directed by David Fincher, known for such great movies as Seven and Alien 3.
Alien 3. Really? He did Alien 3?
Yeah, he actually did Alien 3.
I didn't know that. He did
But,
the worst Alien.
I don't know if Alien 3 is the worst. It has its own charm.
Oh, man.
No, it's the fuck worst. It's the worst.
Man, Alien versus
It's the worst,
Predator is way
Teddy,
worse than
Teddy
Alien 3.
never even seen it. This dude
I have seen it. The Alien movies are cool. Those aren't really horror pitches. And Alien versus Predator was
Yeah,
fucking
you're right.
awesome. All right, so don't start talking shit
Movies.
about
I
shit
love
you don't
Alien.
know.
Sorry,
So-
dude. Shit.
Anyways, this
Fucking
follows.
Ashtray. Yeah, Ashtray said Alien
Basically, it's a
was-
dramatization of these guys learning how to interview the serial killers and try to get into their heads, and all the while it ties into all the real life stories, because they did interview Ed Kemper, they did interview Charles Manson.
Did you see?
David
Have you seen the
Berkowitz.
real Ed Kemper videos?
No,
YouTube
I haven't.
tapes, or not videos, but
Who's
YouTube,
Ed
audio
Kemper?
tapes. He
I
was
think-
a
Oh, the co-ed
murder-
killer or something.
the co-ed killer. He murdered young college girls, but he wore their skin and shit. It was
Oh,
really
what the
fucked up
fuck?
shit. He used to cut their fucking faces off and do all kinds of
Jesus.
fucking.
Yeah, he really fucked with
He was
them.
just a sociopath. He was just.
But he was
and that's
also
super
they kind of show
intelligent.
he was one of the most I guess giving or willing people, as far as willing to really talk.
Well, yeah, because
Man
he
to
wanted
man.
because he thought he was smarter than everybody else in the room.
True.
That's the point they make in the show. We're just gonna let him talk because he thinks he's getting one over on us. You know what I mean? But the whole time we're getting this information that we can use to profile other serial killers.
Yeah, because they're all fucking sociopaths who think they're smarter than everyone,
Right,
and it's
exactly.
you have to think you're
Yeah,
if
that
you
level
murder
of ego,
someone and you
That
hide
level
it,
of ego.
you
Yeah.
have to believe that you are smarter than everyone
Exactly.
else. Because otherwise, if you don't believe it, you start to panic and you'll get caught. So they have that's fucking hit it, no DNA. Now, anyways, check it out. It's on Netflix. There's only 2 seasons. Hopefully, a third one's coming, because they haven't really. There's an overarching. I think there's references to the BTK killer. The guy who was arrested for all the Atlanta child slayings, which is a whole nother HBO documentary, which is really good if you haven't watched it.
No, my son's in
They're
Iowa right now.
involved
Away
with
from me, so I'm
that?
not gonna watch that one.
Anyways, it sounds like BTK is going to be rolling in there too in season 3. Netflix, check it out.
Awesome. Up next is our fuck with these things. The fuck what you think section, which is where we say fuck you. Up first is Oracle, fucking insurance companies.
Oh, I don't need to more.
Well, I'm gonna do that one in
Hello?
the future.
You guys hear me?
Yeah. Did your batteries die?
Yeah.
I'm switching my fuck what you think to Dish Network, so I'm staying out at my parents' place for a little while here, trying to streamline fucking entertainment, communication, and shit. They were having me look into it, and I see their bill, and it was like $270 a month, and I'm just like, what in the
Jesus
fuck?
Murphy.
That's like one of these bundles, with the phone and the internet and the TV.
Oh, they get their phone through Dish Network?
No, not through Dish Network, through TDS. So I'm like, hey, this seems a little high. Like, I should look into possibly figuring out something else. Well, they do have the capacity to get faster internet. So they're paying basically $150 a month to watch like 10 channels. Like, they weren't even watching like 150
Their regular
channels.
cable is so that's the basic package?
No, that was
they're
like
only actively watching 10 of them.
Here's the thing though, like if you want NFL Network, you can't have the base package. You've got to do an upgrade,
but get the maximum
in order to get the upgrade, you have to have the maximum tier or whatever. So they just make this like twisted fucking web of contingencies.
Yeah.
So you have to pay $150. Right. You can get YouTube TV with everything that they wanted and more for $65 a month.
Yeah.
It's
plus
less than half
cost.
Hulu.
No, I'm
Live
talking
TV is
just
the same.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah, but you still have to pay. I'm saying you still after that have to pay to get internet service.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
it's going to get rid of Dish Network completely, right?
But their TV bill alone was $145. That's the internet wasn't shit compared to that, and they were getting
What's their new internet going to be?
New internet's going to be like, I don't know, like $60 a month. It only went up. Like their internet bill
went
be
about
up.
$120 a month.
Yeah, we can add.
Right. And I mean that's
how much were they paying for Dish Network? 200 something?
No,
Jesus,
they were paying $145 fucking dollars.
You're confusing Ashtray with the numbers, okay? You got to stop.
I'm talking about the real television
here.
The base cost. He said the base. They started out at $275. Yeah. They were paying $150.
My point being is that to get YouTube TV, you need to have an internet connection. That costs.
Motherfucker, they already have the fucking internet. $120. Jesus fucking Christ. They have the fucking internet already.
I thought you said you were upgrading it.
Oh
no,
my God.
Oh Jesus Christ, bro.
Can we get a mute button, like in Pardon the Interruption, around the horn? Like I got what he was saying. Holy shit, man! It's a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper.
All right, next up is Mystic.
Before though, I will say YouTube TV. I got a free trial of it to watch that game, and it looks like Hulu Live. It's basically just cable. Mm-hmm. All in one app, you know what I mean? You just scroll through the fucking channels. You ain't gonna worry about cable company shitty ass fucking remotes and shit not working.
Right.
Yeah. How much is Hulu Live?
I think it's the same. I think it's 65 or 55.
I mean, can you watch like Disney and all that shit too, and Cartoon Network and shit, or?
No, Disney's its own thing.
Yeah. Well, Hulu has Disney Plus, like
Disney Plus built into it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a like my son watches Disney XD and stuff, and like
yeah, they have Disney channels on there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Look,
you can look at their lineups. It's basically, cable. It's fucking 100 channels.
It's nice when you connect. So if you have HBO Max with YouTube TV, if you connect your HBO Max to the YouTube TV, you have HBO Max like you normally would. Yeah. You just log in with it. It says select your provider, and then you get like 8 HBO Live channels too in your YouTube TV. Right. So it just makes it way better.
Oh. Awesome.
Word them up.
Sexy.
All right. Next up is Mystic with Wisconsin sports.
Yeah, well, the Bucks won tonight, which they tied up the series 3-3. So they're going to a 7th game in Brooklyn, which they're going to lose because that's what happens. So if you're a sports fan in Wisconsin, I feel sorry for you. Because we get like to the fucking, we always get right to the edge.
Yep.
And then fucking choke. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking step on their
I'm
own
not
dicks.
necessarily a Packers fan, but I am a Bucks and a Brewers fan, and they just get right to the fucking, almost right to the show,
fucking
to the
so
big
good.
show. Yeah, and then they just fucking collapse. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like a good old boy.
But anyway, that's about it. That's about it. Why can't we be like Detroit? Win everything?
What was the score?
Tonight? I don't know. They won by like.
It doesn't matter. You won't remember
By
the numbers
20
anyway,
points
but you'll
tonight?
ask. But you'll ask.
They kicked the shit out of them tonight.
What was the sales tax on
They've beat
that?
up on them.
Well,
Each team is beat up on the other team when they're at home. That's why the Bucks are going to lose.
I saw the previous game at the bar. So.
Yeah.
Up next is Ashtray with pickled hog hocks. What the living
gross.
Caucasian
Yeah.
fuck?
Gross.
Yeah. So this is one of those things at Woodman's, like
Of course.
2 in the morning after
It's
a wedding,
probably
and
in
I'm
a
like,
commercial.
fucking need some hungry. Yeah, right. They're like, it's Woodman's.
One of these jars of pickled hog
Here's a
hogs.
big
only
pickled
$4.
hog hogs, only $4.99. So, and I was like, you know what? That's one of those things that I remember watching my dad eat at the bar, and I remember just being like, ugh, as a kid. And he's like, oh, try some. And it's just like, I remember as a kid, like, it just disgusted me. But I was thinking, well, as I get older, I appreciate different flavors and stuff that I hated as a kid. And I mean, look, if you think about it, all kinds of pork products look weird, but like bacon looks weird.
Did you
but
buy it like a big jar? How many?
No,
of them
not a
are
big
there?
jar, just a small one.
Oh.
Did it have
And,
dust on the top?
No, it did not have dust on the top.
Because that's an
They're
indicator
still
you
made
shouldn't
here
buy
in
that shit.
Wisconsin.
Best if used by 1994.
It's out in like the Milwaukee area, Bayview, I think it's called.
Okay. Yeah, that's right over by where I work.
Where they make all kinds of pickled
Oh, really?
pickled delights, all these like old world recipes. And so like, trying it, it's just like, it just tastes like pickled big thick chunks of cooked pork.
Ugh.
And it's like, I could see maybe if you cut it into small pieces for a stew or something, like it's salty pork. But man, it's like, if I was starving, this would be pretty fucking good. But man, it's just so goddamn salty.
3 in the morning when I'm fucking hammered and already dehydrated. Yeah.
Right.
Probably not very good.
Probably not a good idea. Yeah. But it just, it's like too much. It's like, nope. Getting older just did not work for that one. That was a bad mistake. I tried.
I remember I bought pickled herring one time when I was drunk.
Like sleeping with an old woman.
I fucking tried. I ate like one bite and like almost threw up. I'm like, nope.
Oh,
That was a good experiment, but not gonna happen.
Someone, an boss of mine had bought me a jar of gefilte fish as a joke.
Oh, is that the one that makes people puke?
Tell me about that. I don't know. It's like, from my understanding, it's kind of like fish mash.
Oh,
like
God.
chunks.
Oh,
almost like
God.
think of like a chicken. A chicken nugget is like chicken mash.
Yeah.
Nuggets. This is fish mash pushed into like a kind of fish shape or like a little fillet. Fucking looks disgusting.
Jewish.
And the thing is, it was one of those where she said it was in the small town and it was in a thrift store and it had dust on the top, and she's like, "I'm gonna buy this for Craig." It's like,
what's that shit that's soaked in lye? That Minnesota. It's big in Minnesota. Starts with an L, I think.
Lutefisk.
Oh,
lutefisk. Yep.
That's soaked in lye.
Yep.
Ugh. The fuck.
Fish soaked in lye. That's fucking nasty.
Right?
Okay, so I'm up next.